How is Rockstar planning on announcing Grand Theft Auto 6 with Red Dead Redemption Remastered and the rumors of Grand Theft Auto 4 being remade as well? We'll be talking about all of that in this video today and a whole lot more. So we know Red Dead Remaster is going to be a thing, and this also prompted fans to start asking, well, what about Grand Theft Auto 4? Grand Theft Auto 4 needs to be shown love as well. It's really in a similar situation, seemingly unplayable on modern consoles and even PC just due to how buggy it is. Someone even asking, do you all think the Grand Theft Auto 4 remaster could also be a possibility again? And TesFunds2 simply said no. Red Dead Redemption 1 was more meant to be the next project. Grand Theft Auto 4 was more in the air, which is really unfortunate because I do think Grand Theft Auto 4 is one of the best GTAs that Rockstar has ever created. The story, the setting, the environment, everything about it, I think, is incredible. But unfortunately, it's really impossible to play in 2023. Even if you do have it on PC, it's so incredibly buggy. If you have it on console, you're still not being able to unlock its full potential. So there's really no great way to play it. And one of the reasons why it could be up in the air is because of Grand Theft Auto 6. Rockstar might have to prioritize what projects they work on, and they also probably don't want to confuse fans. If they're coming out with a new Grand Theft Auto game and simultaneously re-releasing an old one, that might confuse some people. As someone asked to elaborate, and Rockstar Games Insider TesFunds2 said their long-term plan was to expand to other non-GTA series after the Grand Theft Auto Trilogy Definitive Edition. This dates back 2 or 3 years ago. Red Dead Redemption 1 and Max Payne was eventually gonna happen. Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive, their parent company, had a future laid out for Grove Street Games, all before the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition fiasco. For Take-Two, it's not just remasters, but the mobile industry too. Have you seen Logan McGee's thread? Unknown to most, if not all of us, Take-Two recently acquired GameClub.io, which is now leading development on the Rockstar mobile launcher. If Grove Street Games didn't fumble the bag, they would have been the ones leading the development. Grand Theft Auto 4 was more of a possibility, and that was before GTA Definitive Edition. I think the important question is, if this happens to be true, who's leading development? If it's Rockstar themselves, then it would be surprising considering we're getting closer to Grand Theft Auto 6's release window. But this expands to a further discussion of how Rockstar have been thinking about solutions and ways over the past few years to work on 2 or more games simultaneously without having to slow down significantly while reaching a major blockbuster release like Grand Theft Auto 6. If it's a new studio, then there's hope for more remasters. So what I think he's saying here is Rockstar might have to have acquired a studio specifically for remasters if that's going to be their plan, and if they want them to be of a higher quality than what we saw from the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition. Because if Rockstar did that with Red Dead Redemption and even Grand Theft Auto 4, that might be the final straw. Fans might never buy a remaster again. In fact, I think Rockstar is on the razor's edge as far as people spending their hard-earned money on something that's being re-released after what happened with the Trilogy Definitive Edition. And they also can't let that interfere with their main moneymaker. Yes, these remasters are great. Yes, they will make money, and yes, they serve a super nostalgic purpose, and also serve, quite frankly, as something to do before GTA 6 arrives, but they can't prioritize that over Grand Theft Auto 6, and I think that's what Rockstar is working on right now, finding out ways to not slow down significantly while they reach a major blockbuster title like GTA 6, considering we are also getting closer and closer to its release window. So just something to think about right there. That might be one of the reasons as well why Grand Theft Auto 4 isn't necessarily getting a remaster. Rockstar might have the capability to only work on one at a time, and they might have chosen Red Dead Redemption. Now, on the subject of Grand Theft Auto 6 releasing, someone came up with an interesting idea. They said, would it get to the stage where Rockstar would just create a Grand Theft Auto in the future that they just continuously update? Won't it get to the stage where games like GTA just take too long to develop and the graphics can't get much better? And he said it's always a question of economics. The reality that the developers have to cover their development costs somehow. Technically speaking, sequels of GTA and Red Dead Redemption are just expansions of previous titles. It doesn't invent a whole new engine. It's the same one, but a much better one. At the beginning, the source code is the same, but gets upgraded a ton throughout the process. The idea that somehow starting all the way from scratch will make a better game, or how people on Twitter complaining about sequels using the same animation, has been ridiculed by a 2000 article describing the same issue with software projects at the time. If I was Sam Houser, I could release Red Dead Redemption 2 as an expansion or DLC to GTA 5. There are many ways I could do it. Updating GTA 5 game app on consoles to launch up the Rockstar Games launcher. You have to choose between GTA 5, the main game, or a new expansion. That is one way to work around the issue of having to upgrade the main game itself to adapt to the new engine version. Or have the new expansion be a separate game app, which is not that much of a difference from making it a sequel at that point. But in reality, I would never do that because there's a standard within gaming communities of how DLCs and expansions shouldn't cost more than the main game itself. So by releasing it as an expansion, me and the team would never be able to cover the cost of development. Having a single Grand Theft Auto title continuously updated sounds fun on paper, but I wouldn't be surprised if it becomes the one idea that the community regret even suggesting. Then years later, the community would prefer sequels to be a thing again. Because think about how would Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive cover the cost? They aren't going to release free updates indefinitely while costs of development keep increasing. You're basically inviting more microtransactions, more shark cards, more GTA Plus, and maybe Battle Passes, GTA Plus members with early access to newer map expansions, playing ads during loading screens could even be a thing. So I personally don't think Grand Theft Auto is ever gonna become a game like Fortnite where it just gets updates and updates and updates, because I feel like Rockstar has the ability to improve their engine, improve the tech, something that DLCs just aren't capable of. And we've already started to see this with Grand Theft Auto 5, especially in the last couple of updates. You can just see that the characters and really much everything about the updates themselves are starting to feel dated back towards its 2013 roots. And unfortunately, that's just because the game was developed on the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the fact that we're now a decade later and technology has improved so much. So the ability for Rockstar to get it into a new engine is huge. The ability for them to get it onto new platforms is even bigger, and that is opening up Pandora's box. You don't want GTA 6 to be littered with advertisements during loading screen, to have to pay for expansions, to have all sorts of microtransactions and things locked behind GTA Plus and Battle Passes. That would not be good. And that's what you're inviting if Grand Theft Auto 6 doesn't come out, and if it's not going to be at its likely new price of $70. So just be prepared for that when the day does come. Hopefully that announcement is sooner rather than later. I feel like a lot of people think that the Red Dead Redemption Remaster or remake might delay the announcement of Grand Theft Auto 6, but honestly, I don't think it will. I feel like this is Rockstar giving us something to enjoy while we wait, especially because very likely Grand Theft Auto 6 will not come out until 2025. I mean, Take-Two and Rockstar know there's a big market for Red Dead Redemption. They're going to capitalize on the remaster and remake before GTA 6 gets here, and everyone turns their attention to that. I really just feel like they're filling the gap here. So hopefully this is the year of both Red Dead Redemption Remastered and Grand Theft Auto 6 being announced. That would be an incredible 2023. It would be one of the best years in gaming in a long time. But let me know what you guys think in those comments down below. How do you think the remaster of Red Dead Redemption 1 is impacting GTA 6, and why do you think Grand Theft Auto 4 and its remake has been put on the back burner? Do you think there's any significance to that? Let me know what you think in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. Be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.